I just got a rejection letter today. I've been waiting months for it. So, it is kind of disappointing, but it's also kind of exciting. It's the most prestigious rejection letter I've ever gotten. And I'd been thinking of doing this idea for some time. An old professor I had in school said he had a binder full of his rejection letters. And I got so many last year. I think I was rejected to all 10 things, 11 things I applied for, except maybe one, but it wasn't really, it was more like, you know, applying for having a stand at a market or something. Hard to get rejected for it. But of course, I'm grateful that I went and that they would have me. Um, I guess it wasn't a very competitive process, that's what I'm saying. So, I don't think it's not that I'm like love competition or competing, but um I feel like applying for things is like these prompts to challenge your creativity in certain guided ways, or like apply your focus to um particular venues, right? You could call them opportunities, but of course we can make our own opportunities. um I think just as an exercise, I like to keep doing it. It's not about, I mean, of course it is about if you get the thing in the end, or the gain of the desired outcome, but it's also I think it gets easier the more you do it. It's kind of like exercising particular muscles, right? So anyways, I did the thing and I printed it out. And I also printed out all my other rejection letters from the past 2 years or so. There's a couple I didn't print. It was actually really easy to go into the Gmail and type in the search bar area. Unfortunately, and the ones that show up, and then, we regret to inform you. So it's funny because that's actually like, I find different letters under those two tags. But, kind of cool to then now have a portfolio of all the work that I've, whatever the efforts and labor and hope that I put into the projects of applying for something, and then they didn't happen. But, those concepts or ideas existed. They had some space in my life, that had some time. There was some time frame where I really, um, put a lot of care and energy into them. And so they were real in some ways, like they existed in the imaginary dimension, that just didn't quite um, cross that liminal stage into this manifested reality. So this is like an homage to those ideas and that time spent. And also it's like nice to see. Wow, it's like wow. Now that they're all printed out, to really quantify those the efforts, of being optimistic and just keeping on going, even when you get rejected. This is a couple here. I think there are probably a couple more I haven't. I know there are a few more I haven't printed. I'm gonna go look in my other portfolio up there. I think back in the day when I received rejections through snail mail, there are a couple. Um. Anyways, just wanted to share that with you. That's a project I'm working on for the next 10 minutes, and maybe it'll be good to put. It's like really assigning a certain value to my rejections. I think sometimes people, um, sometimes people look at my accomplishments, or the resources I have, and want to talk about that. How do you get those things? How did you arrive at those? And I do want to I mean, there's, yeah, so that uh, certain my luck or privileges come into play. Um, I don't know to what extent fate or destiny, but I would like to also give some credit to my rejections and all the times I attempted but yet failed, sort of like the doors closed. And I think with sales too, right? Or like maybe with anything, it's the roll of the dice. Sometimes you get as many no's as you get a yes. But equally, there's also so many things and projects, opportunities are self-created. You can just um, design and manifest them without having to apply or appeal to anyone else. I mean, you can appeal to not so that it's not given to you, but you form it like you would sculpt something out of clay. You collaborate with the clay, with the earth, with others who are working with you on that as equals. All right. I'll talk to you later.